There is no better way to learn about a city than to explore the everyday foods and drinks of local people. Home to Bruce Lee, modern-day dim sum, and an international hub of commerce, Hong Kong is a wine and dine metropolis, and we're going to explore this wonderful city by uncovering the best local dishes while having lots of fun trying to pair Western wines with Chinese foods. Our first venture takes us to Fo Tan's world-famous food market, located in the New Territories region of Hong Kong. So for those who aren't too familiar with Hong Kong, Fo Tan is located about 45 minutes north of the city center by train.
Welcome to our first episode of Wine vs. Food, and we're at the world-famous Fo Tan Da Bai Dong, where we're challenging two challengers to match Chinese food with Western wines. So let's get started. We're at Ganbei restaurant. Let's go and continue. Let's go.
Wine versus food! Wine versus food!
Water is boiling it up.
Wine versus food!
Today we challenge two wine merchants to do battle at Ganbei restaurant in Fo Tan. Their challenge? To pair 3 authentic Chinese dishes with Western wines. A difficult feat when considering that our challengers do not know the dishes before they arrive, and that most traditional wine pairings are made with Western dishes.
Do you, Joshua, do you accept this challenge?
Go ahead.
Jason, do you accept this challenge?
No problem.
Let's go. Let's do it. First dish here we have today is a specialty delight that's really known for this part of the world in Fo Tan. So this is the first dish. Vegetarian delight. Vegetarian delight. Second dish is a meat dish that's famous in this part of the world, especially in the Shatan district. It is pigeon.
Ooh. Yummy. Tasty.
What are the 3 dishes that our challengers will have to conquer? Number 1, pigeon. Number 2, vegetarian delight. And the 3rd, garlic chili tofu. The winner of this challenge will proceed to move on to our annual tournament of champions, while the loser will suffer the consequences of eating the head of a pigeon and drinking over the leftover wines of customers. We're inside the kitchen of Ganbei restaurant, where this place has been open for 30 plus years. When here, we're going to learn how to prepare fried pigeon, a local delicacy in Shatin. We begin by putting the pigeons in a boiling pot of water that is filled with Chinese herbs, fruits, and ingredients. Next, we let the pigeons boil for over 20 minutes, but before removing them from the pot, we pour beautifully fragrant rose wine inside so that pigeons have an awesome frying aroma and taste.
You don't want to drink this like plain. It's really, really good. It's strong.
Third, we pour some cold water on top of them to wash away the herbs, which will also have an impact on making the skin of the pigeon firmer so the juices get locked inside. Now before we follow to the last step of frying these bad boys, we will pour and dip these pigeons into soda water in order to give them a lot more crispier outside. Then the last step is deep frying these pigeons until they are crispy and golden on the outside. And that's how you make pigeon. One of the beauties of Chinese cuisine is the big influence of Buddhist diet on local dishes. One of the most delicious meals and dishes out there is vegetarian delight, a veggie dish that composes over 5 vegetables ranging from bean curd to mushrooms, and it happens to be one of the easiest dishes to prepare. The first step of making vegetarian delight is to put all your vegetable ingredients together in a wok and allow this to cook for several minutes. Next, after a few minutes, you add the special red fermented bean curd called Merlot and stir fry like crazy until you have a reddish coloring on top of your vegetables. And the third step, cook for a few more minutes depending on how soft or crunchy you like your vegetables to be, and voila, you're done. It's a meal under 15 minutes, and Jamie and Oliver will eat your heart out.
I'm gonna try a piece of this, the bean curd. It should be really delicious with the sauce.
It's really good, but it's really spicy. It's gonna be really hot right now.
We saved our hottest dish for the last, and one of the most popular in this region. Jian tofu, or garlic chili tofu, is a southern China favorite, and this is how you prepare it. Number 1, to begin with, our head chef is cutting up the ingredients for this dish. This includes a tiny red chili, a giant red pepper, and tons of garlic pieces. Second, fry up garlic and set aside your peppers and chilies. Third, carve out your raw tofu in pieces and throw them in the stir fry, and fry them until they're golden and yellow on the outside. Now once you take these out, you throw in your ingredients back into the wok, including your garlic and chili and peppers, and then you throw your tofu back in there one last time until they're golden brown. And that's how you make Jian tofu.
Can I get the pepper? Get that garlic inside, get it fried. It's really still hot. Yeah. Bite. You can't really see the steam coming out, but it's really, really fresh. Very, very good.
After some time to brainstorm, each of our challengers has selected their wines for each dish. So what strategy did each of our challengers choose to accomplish and conquer the Pigeon? Joshua has chosen a Peterson's 2006 Cabernet Sauvignon. His logic is that dryness complements the juicy meats, and also the wine's depth complements the gamey taste. Jason, on the other hand, has chosen a Peterson's 2006 Zinfandel, a different strategy in that he believes the spicy wine has a lot of tannins that complement the deep-fried dish of the Pigeon. To help us out with the judging of this competition, we've invited an internationally recognized group of drinkers to choose the best wine-food pairings.
Jorge Millán, I am from Mexico.
Hi, I'm Mandy, I'm from Hong Kong.
My name's Corey, I'm originally from the US.
My name is Tinji, I'm from Nova Scotia.
I am Sagar, I'm from India.
Hi, my name is Diana, I'm originally from Hong Kong.
Hi, my name is Shumpei Tse. I was born in Japan.
I'm Louis, I'm from Hong Kong.
Hi, I'm Cynthia, I'm from Hong Kong. Hi, my name is Liz, I'm French. Hello, my name is Yo-Yo, I'm from China. My name is Destiny, I'm from mainland China. Hi, I'm Wendy, I come from Hong Kong.
And what do our judges think of Josh's pairings?
I thought that it was really strong. I'm a lightweight,
Mine was very sour, and then after tasting the Pigeon, it changed.
What did it change to?
Better.
Maybe it tastes like something that's not really old, but the combination is really good.
The wine is a bit too strong in alcohol for me, but it tastes pretty well.
It's really close to, I guess, Western food, so, but you never really find Pigeon in like any Western cuisine.
Let's go down courtside to see where the action is taking place and ask our judges what they think of Jason's recommendation.
This one, I expected it to be more spicy, but it's not. And the first one really was good.
Well, the feeling that I have with the first wine was better than with the second one.
So you can keep eating.
Yes, exactly.
Feels like it's rich, like together. But the second one felt very hard, like it didn't mix well with the taste.
Hands down, the first one was the first one was a better pair. I can't really explain it though.
So anybody who enjoyed the first wine?
With the votes all in, our judges have scored 1-0 in favor of Josh. So what does each of our challengers choose in order to conquer the vegetarian delight? Joshua has selected a Nair Zinfandel because it is easy to drink and pair with many other foods. On the other hand, Jason has taken a much more proactive approach in choosing the Nair Chardonnay because the honey taste of the wine pairs well with the natural earth ingredients in this vegetarian dish.
Just because the vegetables are really light, and it just feels like it should go with something.
See, I disagree for the reason that you like it. This is, a very simple dish, not a lot of strong flavor. I want a little more flavor on the wine. And I have to take offense to saying it's very difficult to pair with veggie dish. Yeah. A lot of good combinations.
Let's go back down to courtside to see how our judges are responding to Josh's recommendations for the vegetarian delight.
It's good, but after tasting the veggie, the wine doesn't taste as good as before.
Yeah.
Or even with the clams, I think it fits well with the clams.
Flavor of the wine.
Berries, there's like some really soft tofu and some really crunchy like sprouts, so I wouldn't really compare it with the wine, but maybe the next wine could actually surprise me, but not this one. But the wine itself is really good.
Down 1-0, Jason cannot afford to lose this challenge. Let's see if his hard work and persistence will pay off.
I think you don't need to eat a pigeon hat, I think.
I can think that way, like two dishes, like one's like tangential flavor, they conflict with each other. However, white wine basically stays the same, or doesn't do any worse than that.
Everybody could actually like it.
With the tension building in this competition, Jason and Josh have both scored each wins in this competition, therefore tying this challenge 1-1. For our last dish, Joshua and Jason have both chosen different type of wines that are oppositely different. For example, Joshua has chosen the Chardonnay from Nairs because the creaminess of the Chardonnay, he bets, will tame the spiciness of the tofu. On the other hand, Jason has selected an Italian import, a Moscati that is bubbly, sweet, and what he believes in is crispy will go well with the crispiness and spiciness of the tofu. Let's go back down to courtside and see how our judges are responding to Josh's recommendations for the tofu. With score tied 1-1, who knows what will happen? Remember, the loser will have to suffer the consequences of eating pigeon head and drinking the leftover wines from our judges. Let's go back down to courtside to see how our judges are responding to Josh's
Actually, I like the tofu, I like the wine, but there's no chemistry between the two.
My experience says that the combination is really weird, sounds weird, and yeah, like chili, spicy, tofu, wine. It's like, I don't know. I have to still think about it.
Well, I agree that I feel there's no chemistry, but I think the wine is actually quite refreshing because you have something that's fried, so it's kind of nice to have a little sip here and there, but in terms of harmony, I'm not quite sure.
I do think that the creaminess of the tofu is, it does kind of go with the wine, but something about it being too oily, I'm not entirely sure I like this combination, but I mean, it's like, I like them separately though, you know, so, yeah.
It seems that the judges really dislike Josh's pairings. So the question is, can Jason capitalize on this opportunity and avoid having to lose?
Spicy tofu, as soon as you take a sip, the bubbles kind of wash the spice away, so it makes for a nice balance.
Yeah, it goes well with the tofu. Just consider it as this is 7-Up or something, it tastes alright.
So, I just feel that the combination is very weird with tofu going with white wine.
Yeah, the wine is nice, it's refreshing, and the tofu is perfect. But it seems that the two, you know, does not have some chemistry, and it's not as good as I think when they go together.
One tie. Loser is specified has to eat one chicken head and drink this. So, whoever enjoyed the red wine pairing with the vegetable delight, with your white glasses, raise your hands. For Josh. Those who loved Jason's dish with the white wine pairings.
Wine versus food! 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 You enjoy it,
So as the host of this new show, I thought it would be nice to highlight 2 things I learned from my experience at Fulton Market. So what did I learn here today? The first lesson is that watching somebody eat pigeon head is probably much more fun than eating it yourself. But if you had to do it, having a shot of wine wouldn't hurt at all. And the second lesson today is quite simple. Its lesson is that the most important pairings over a meal is not the wine and food itself, but the pairing of people at the dinner table. So if I haven't done so already, take an adventure, try some bold wine and food pairings, and share some laughs with new friends along the way.
Wine versus food!
Want to find out more information about the recipes and dishes that you've seen here today? Well, go to winehappy.com and you'll be able to find directions to Fulton's world-famous market. You'll find critiques of our judges and much more. In addition, if you liked Wine versus Food here today, then it has to do with a lot about our partners and the effort they put in here today. So thanks Eric and your Y-Stage team for all your production support, to Lewis at NK Toys for helping us with the website, and a special round of applause to our folks at Angelina Wine Merchant for being the wine challengers of today. That took a lot of balls, so good job. And with one last question to ask you viewers, what type of food and drinks or whatever would you like to see us try during our next wine versus food show? Email us in, let us know, and we'll get right back to you guys.